back, students. I am your geography teacher Vandana Joshi and you are watching SST2. Students, today in the first chapter of second book, India location, we are going to study few more topics on the chapter. As our today's first topic will be India and its neighbor. As India is a peninsular country and it's having its neighboring country also, so what are the relations with these countries of our country that we will study on that topic. Then after that our next topic will be India's place in the world, where we will see what is the contribution of our country in the world's economy and what is the situation over the globe of our country. In the third topic, political divisions of India, we will study about the different type of political divisions of our country. And at the last of today's chapter, our last topic is the physical barriers of India. As India is having its three important physical barriers: Himalayan mountains, Hindu Kush mountain and the Indian Ocean. In that topic, we will study about these barriers and their importance towards our country. And at the last, we will discuss some important questions from the chapter. So let's start our today's video with our first topic, that is India and its neighbors. Let's see about India and its neighboring country, where we know India is located at the south central part of the globe, where it is just above 8 degrees 4 minutes from the equator, and also it is situated in the eastern hemisphere, where it is situated into the south part of the Asian continent. Here we can say that it is also located on the main sea and the air routes. As you can see on this map, here India is located at a situation which is a centralized location on the globe through which the air routes and the sea routes are passes. Many trains of sea routes are passes through the Indian Ocean, and these are nearby the Indian coastline boundary. Also we know that India is known as a peninsular country, where it is covered with 7 landlocked countries and 2 island countries. These 7 landlocked countries are Pakistan and Afghanistan, and the northern side that it China, Nepal and Bhutan. From the eastern side it is Bangladesh and Myanmar. And then after that, if we will talk about the island countries, from the southern side these are Sri Lanka and Maldives. These all countries are the neighboring countries of our country. And also out of these 9 countries, there are 7 countries which are also member of the SARC group, about which we will study in the political division part. But here we will study more about the India's neighboring country through some pictures. So students, India's neighboring countries are Pakistan, Afghanistan, China, Nepal, Bhutan, Myanmar and Bangladesh. Here Sri Lanka and Maldives are 2 island countries neighboring to India. India stands apart from the rest of Asia, marked off as it is by mountains and the sea, giving it a distinct geographical entity. For example, Pakistan, Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh and India form the most natural geographical unit, referred to as the Indian subcontinent. In north, northeast and northwest, there are young fold mountains, plateaus in south, 3 seas, Indian Sea, Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal Sea, deserts and plains, islands, etc. all exist. Weather and climate here also are diverse, and many geographical features are also making it different and having many different aspects of our country. Here the most important thing, the boundary line with the countries of India's neighboring, these are the important lines which are dividing country with the other countries. So the important one line is known as the McMahon line. McMahon line is the dividing line between India and China. It lies to the east of Bhutan. It extends from Kashmir to Arunachal Pradesh. Beyond it lies the area of Sikkim and Tibet. It runs along the crest of the high Himalayas to the north of the lines. It lies north of the Tibet. This boundary line runs through a complex mountainous terrain. At its eastern point, Myanmar, China and India meet each other. The crest along this form a natural boundary which acts as a watershed and is historically determined. Here one more boundary between India and Afghanistan, and that is known as the Hindu Kush mountain, about which we will study in the barriers of India. One more line is there, that is the Red Cliff line, that is in between India and Pakistan. The Red Cliff line is also divided into two parts, that is Red Cliff line and LOC, line of control line. Now let's see the next topic, that is India's place in the world. As we know that India is located in the central part of the Asian continent, here the peninsular part of India, which protrudes to the Indian Ocean for about 1600 km, has benefited it in many ways. Not only the peninsular location but also its placement in the south central part of the continent of Asia is highly beneficial to the country. The central location of India with reference to the countries of Europe, Africa, Southwest Asia, Southeast Asia, Australia and countries of Far East has favored trade and commerce since ancient time. Even the Silk routes were there, which were started from ancient time. The sea routes were started later, but the land routes through which India was interlinked with the other countries were started in the ancient time. So the relation between India and other countries are not from the current time, it was started from very ancient time. Further, India is located on the main sea and air routes. This signifies the role of India for its central location. Here also we can say politically India plays a very crucial role in today's world order. Means here if you want to say India is a member of many groups and organizations in which many countries are involved. Out of them, one group is there that is known as SARC group, where India stands as the largest in terms of area and people, about which we will study in the third topic of today's video. Apart from that, if we will see India's place in the world. Here we can say India is one of the world's fastest growing economy, the 10th largest in the world by nominal GDP and the third largest by purchasing power party. So here we can say India is having a good developing condition over the world and it will be coming under the developed country in the upcoming years. Here we know India is having good relationship with its neighboring country, where India is following many foreign policies, out of which one important organization is important, that is known as the SARC organization. The SARC organization is actually of all the South Asiatic countries, in which the countries which are the neighboring countries of India and having the same problems which India is also having, due to that they have made an organization which is known as SARC. Now we will see about the SARC organization in our next topic, that is the political divisions of India. Let's see the next topic, that is the political division of India. We all know that India is having good political relation with its neighboring country. Not only the neighboring country, even India is having the good relationship with the world. as India is following the secularism and also having the foreign policy. Here we are going to study about one political division among all the political division, that is the important political division because it is depend on the India's peninsular condition where India is known as the Indian subcontinent. So the political division about which we are going to see, that is SARC. SARC is a division where India is having an organization with its neighboring countries. SARC was formed in 1985. Here, the full form of SARC is the South Asian Association for the Regional Cooperation, where earlier around 1985 the countries were involved. 7 countries were there: India, Pakistan, Afghanistan, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh, and Maldives. Here I have mentioned 8 countries: India, Pakistan, Afghanistan, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh and Maldives. Out of which Afghanistan has joined the SARC group in 2005. And rest of 7 countries, they have joined the SARC group in 1985. The main motto behind the formation of SARC group, the problems of these all countries are similar, where we can say the countries are underdeveloping countries having the same situations where they were facing the poverty, illiteracy, terrorism and many other economical problems. So to solve them and to make much development in their countries, they formed a organization which is known as the SARC, and then after that the countries they joined it, and now the SARC is working on the welfare of these countries. Now let's see more about the relationship and the political divisions of our country with other countries. So students, as I already told you that India's foreign policy seeks to safeguard the country's alignment self-interest. The primary objectives of India's foreign policy is to promote and maintain a peaceful and stable external environment in which the domestic tasks of inclusive economic development and poverty elevation can progress rapidly and without obstacles. India shares a common destiny with its neighbors. Relations with Bhutan developed further in the years of His Majesty's coronation and the introduction of democracy in Bhutan. India has strong supports Nepal's transitions to a democratic polity and the restoration of the democracy in Bangladesh. India has contributed to the reconstruction and development of Afghanistan as well. Apart from mentioning friendly and close bilateral relation with its neighbors, India has also worked for the evolution of SARC into a result-oriented organization that effectively promotes regional integration. Now let's see what are the features of SARC. There are many objectives of SARC group where the promoting the welfare of the people of South Asia and to improve their quality of life is the important objective. And the acceleration economic growth, social progress and cultural development in the region, and to provide all individuals the opportunity to live in dignity and to realize their full potential. It is also known for the promote and strengthen collective self-reliance among the countries of South Asia. It is also in the contribution to mutual trust, understanding and appreciation of another countries and also their problems. The SARC is also working towards to the respect for sovereignty, territorial integrity and the political equality and independence of all member states. And it is also a non-interference in the internal matters is one of its most important objective, where it is doing its work in the cooperation for the mutual benefits. So students, now we will see our next topic, that is the fourth topic of today's video and the last topic, that is the physical barriers of India. As you can see here, India is having three important physical barriers. The first is the Himalayas, second is the Hindu Kush mountain, and the third is the Indian Ocean. Here, the Himalayas are the most important landlocked barriers for India, which are situated into the northern portion. Not only the northern portion, even it is stretched from the western into the north and also in the eastern side. So first, let's see the Great Barriers, Himalayas. As Himalayas are the most important barrier for our countries and also known as the natural border for our country, which is protecting our country from the attacks of any enemy. Here, the Himalayan mountains are not only the barriers, but also these are very important part of Indian physical features as well, where the Himalayas are also beneficial for our economy. Let's see what are the important features of this Great Barrier. The Himalayas have following importance for our country. It provides the invincible northern boundary to our country. The Himalayas prevent the cold winds from Central Asia from entering the subcontinent. The Himalayan rivers are perennial, thus our country gets water throughout the year, and also preparing the northern plain, which is the most fertile land of our country and also economically beneficial because of the agricultural activity. It is also having a rich source of natural resources where we get lots of minerals, the natural vegetation, wildlife and also medicinal herbs. The Himalayas are home to beautiful hills and the tourist place. So also these are known as the famous for the tourism as well. Now here we will see the second barrier of our country, that is the Hindu Kush mountain. The only way people from outside could get into India were the Khyber Pass near Safed Koh and the Hindu Kush mountain and the Bolan Pass between the Suleiman and the Kirthar range in the northwest that separated the India from Afghanistan. It is through these routes that earlier Central and Western Asian tribes came to India and later armies of Alexander, Afghan and Persian entered India. The sea routes also linked India with West Asia, East Africa and South Asia and Eastern Asia in so far as trade was concerned. So here the Hindu Kush mountain is also a great barrier from the western side, which is staying on the Afghanistan and also having a very narrow pass with the India. So as you can see in the picture, the Hindu Kush mountain is the second barrier for our country. Now the third barrier, which is known as the Indian Ocean and also beneficial barrier for our country. As we know, India is having the longest coastline into the Indian Ocean, which is around 7,516.6 kilometers. The coastline is also having a protective line through which India is also safe from any enemy navy attack. But not only for the safeguard, it is also having many importance for our country. First of all, as in the coastline we are having many marine and mineral based industries, so the Indian Ocean is also beneficial for the economy of our country, and it is having the natural coastline. So these natural coastlines are also much important for our country, for the tourism, for the marine industry and many other purposes. Secondly, the way to the western countries and also to the eastern part of our country, which are passes through Indian Ocean, and due to which India is having good trade and commerce with other countries. So due to the good relation with the other countries through trade and commerce, India is having the good relationship with the other countries, and that is the importance of the Indian Ocean. Students, here our chapter is complete. Hope you understood the important things about our country. At the last of the video, I have provided some important questions which are related with the chapter. For the next video, don't forget to keep watching SST June.